This show is sponsored by printbymagic.com. We print directly to your bicycle playing card. Hello and welcome to the Magic World Review Show. I am James Anthony, and this week we have a great review show for you with 3 amazing products. This week we are reviewing, I don't know why I say we, because it's just me, as you know, James Conti, X by James Conti, Magic from Holland. That's one of the products on the review this week. Then we have Flash Gum by JULIO MIRANDA. I was mixing the two names together then at once. MIRANDA and JULIO MONTORO. So that is going to be reviewed. Then finally, the pièce de la résistance is the butterfly deck. This is a phenomenal little piece of magic, and we're going to be reviewing it because we've been asked to review this product a lot. So, and the fact that it's not even out yet. It's being released in approximately 1 week's time. So the butterfly deck, which I will show you some close-ups of towards the very end of this review show, make sure you are watching because it is a phenomenal piece of work. By Ondrej, a phenomenal piece of work. So look forward to reviewing that at the very end of this review. Make sure you tune in right to the end. Anyway, let's get started with this week's review. So this week we're going to start off with Flash Gum. Let's cut to a trailer of this product now.
Welcome to Flash Gum, a very visual trick that will leave your spectators totally speechless. In this effect, 3 cards are chosen and lost in the deck. After a magical pass, the cards are gone from the deck, and the first card appears visually on top of the gum packet, and in the second phase, the whole packet of gum visually morphs into the other 2 selections. Flash Gum looks like real magic, and the gimmicks are always ready to go in a moment's notice, taking only a few seconds to reset.
But invisible card. What? 1, 2. Taking up space. The good part is that your card. Do you remember it? What? 1, 2.
Get Flash Gum now and be ready to amaze your audience with a very casual and yet very powerful visual illusion.
Hey, for the first time I didn't do a click. Boom! This week, yes, Flash Gum. What do I think of this product? Well, let's tell you the price first of all. £37.49. £37.49 for Flash Gum, and is it worth the price? Okay. I'm in 2 minds with this product. One is, it's very well made. You get really good quality gimmicks inside. They are made ready to go, which is always a massive bonus. I think that reflects in the price at the same time. But you get 3 gimmicks in total, so I'm going to, without giving away a load of things, you get the gum, you get the 3 gimmicks made up, so you have extra to play with, and because of that I feel that you feel like you're getting more value for money when you're spending that kind of money, £37.49, and for me it is hyper visual, it does everything it says on the tin. If you like the trailer to this product, then that is exactly what you're going to be able to be doing in no time at all as well. It really is something you can do quickly. It's a nicely thought out routine, rather than just jumping into a quick change that just goes like that. It's a well thought out structured routine which can play big as well. So for that reason, and the fact it's great for Instagrammers, great for Twitter, great for Facebook, any of these platforms, YouTube, it's great for those visual videos that you want to create, as well as in the real world as well, you can do this. Now, that's the positives. The only negative, well, 2 negatives. One is the price. I think it's a little bit expensive, but you get the cards and gimmicks made up, ready to go. The main downside for us in Britain, in UK, would be quite simply that the gum that you see in the trailer and in the trick, we simply can't get very easily in England, and they're moving away from the foil packaging, and I think they're doing that throughout the world as well. I'm sure I read an article on the internet, I quickly googled it, and it said that they are stopping making them in foil packaging. It's going to all be different. So in the UK, our packages is smaller than this, and because of that, and also in the UK, nobody ever sees gum in foil packaging, ever. I mean, I've not seen it since I was a little kid. The only time I've seen it is since I was introduced to the magic community, who then told me that we can get it from pharmacies and places like that. But other than that, the gum in the shops in England have never been inside a package like that. So that's my biggest downside. If you can get past that for some reason and make it work in the UK, then I'd say it's a fantastic trick. In the USA, I don't know what it's like. So if you're from the USA or from other areas of the world, please let me know. Do you have something like this available? Do you have this gum widely available? Is it something that's on the regular shelves, or do you have to go and shop somewhere special like Amazon? If that's the case, my biggest argument is with this kind of trick is, why perform a trick with something that is not readily available, not seen every day by a regular spectator? Because that is something, you know, at the end of the day, I never see this kind of gum. So that would be my only downside to this product. The upsides, though, almost outweigh that in terms of the quality of the gimmicks, the way they're made. It seems to be a mixture of vinyl as well. That's all I'm going to say. So it just kind of like, it seems like it's going to last a long time. So that is pretty much Flash Gum in a nutshell. It's got not just one change, it's got two changes, nice little routine, and taught very well as well on very good instruction video. So let's give it a rating out of 10. I'm going to give this a rating of, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, and that is quite simply, I think that's a fair review. It's a good product, I like it. I just wish I could do it in the UK, but do let me know whether you can do it in your country, and if that Orbit chewing gum is available with the foil packaging in your country. So let's move on to product number 2. Let's not waste time, because I know you guys want to get to this review right here. So let's review X by James Conti. Let's cut to a product trailer of this now.
Hey guys, do you also want to have the ability to change ink, anything you like? Change it into a symbol, a playing card, a prediction. Check out X by James Conti.
Okay, back. And that is X by James Conti, the power to manipulate ink and reveal their card. Da, 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 da. It sounds so cool. So here is the thing. Is it worth buying it? That's what all reviews are about, let's be honest. Is it worth buying this trick? The price of this product is £23.49. So, for what you get, I would say you get 2 gimmicks basically made up inside here, ready to go. You get extra of something that you need to make more gimmicks. However, it has been made slightly more traditionally, perhaps slightly more differently than gimmicks that you'd normally expect like this to be made. So the nice thing is they've thought about this very carefully, and because of the way in which something is made, the trick card, it means that it blends in with the card a lot more, so you see a lot less. And because of that little technology or little breakthrough, like I think he called it or something, it does actually work. I mean, I've not tested it against a flat one, but I know for a fact that this little raise, this little change certainly makes a difference. It certainly does improve the whole visuals and makes it look more convincing to the spectator. So for that reason, I think Perhaps I would have liked this to have been around the £22 mark. £23.49 is what it is in England here. But as for an actual product, nice packaging, nice video, and it goes through at least 30 minutes, I'm sure, if I remember right, of video tutorials. He's going through lots of different ideas with this. He talks through them all, basically. He goes through how to make them, how to fix things, and of course you get 2 gimmicks ready to go. And that is always a very, very big bonus, that it's ready to go straight away. When I first saw it, I had a little play around, and it does just work. As simple as a little flick, it works. You know, like one of those flick books. Just a little flick and boom, it just works on its own. And it really is simple but ingenious. And he talks through lots of other routines and ideas, and because of that, I think it is a good product. I enjoy it. I can see myself using this for gigs, for events. If I want to include a brand or do different things, I can definitely see myself using this product. And for that reason, I'm going to give it a rating out of 10. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. So 8 out of 10 for James Conti. I just wish it was a little bit cheaper, but I don't know why my voice went up at that point. But all in all, it does what it says on the tin. It does it well. Yes, you can't hand the card out at the very end to be examined, but who needs to? Let's be honest, who needs to? You can show it so cleanly, so fairly. And for that reason, I think great product. And yeah, I quite like it. There we go. Can't say any more than that. Boom! We are steamrolling through this review show right now. So, let's cut to part 2 of this review show. The main part. This is the review of the Butterfly deck by Ondrej. I'm just going to read his last name. Psenicka. So I apologise if I pronounced your surname wrong there, Ondrej. But I think I've got it close. And I must say, this product is something that I've been looking forward to for a long, long time. Well, I say a long time, since Magic Live, and I first saw this being debuted. And I thought, wow, I have to have one of these, and I also have to get these on my site for everybody to see ASAP.
Identify any number of missing cards in seconds. Do impossible location effects. I've always been too lazy to learn sleight of hand and to memorize a memorized deck. Butterfly playing cards is my solution. Shuffle them. Yeah. Put them behind your back. Yep. Take one card out from anywhere in the deck and put it in your back pocket. Now it's my task to find out which card it is, right? So the only way to find out which card it is to find out which card is missing in the deck. 9 of hearts. Okay, let's see.
You ever watch Oh my God!
Yes!
How did you know that? What did you do?
The Butterfly playing cards combine multiple marking systems to suit a variety of effects that are impossible with other marked cards. Okay, could you shuffle them? Name any card.
I want the 7 of hearts.
7 of hearts is right here.
No way! You're so good!
The Butterfly playing cards is not a trick. It's a tool that opens the door to endless possibilities. Could it be this one then?
Oh my! I paid attention through the whole time. That's so good.
These retail at £27.49, and Ondrej, I had the pleasure of him showing me face-to-face at Magic Live, and I was blown away by this playing deck of cards. But not necessarily blown away by the deck of cards, but blown away by his presentation. And that is what matters most. The pack of cards is a tool. It's something that's there, but it's not supposed to be brought attention upon. That's how he mentions it. It's not the deck of cards that's doing all the work, it's yourself, it's the magic that's doing it, the presentation, the way he acts. And that is what I got most from the presentations, from the learnings and the video of this deck of cards, is that he really does go into the details, the subtle little details that may turn it from just being a magic trick and a trick deck of cards into a real magical phenomenon with just a regular deck of cards from the side. that is how it's perceived by the spectator, and of course makes your presentations much stronger. So hats off to the presentation, the filming of it, and the way the tutorials are put together. You get, I think, about nearly an hour or just under an hour worth of video footage, and it all comes wrapped inside here. So I'm not going to give you any details away, but you open it up like a butterfly, I guess, and inside you have a QR code that you can scan, an instructions link, and then you have the beautiful deck of cards. I've taken these deck of cards out of the foil because I wanted to, of course, have a little play, have a little learn of the systems that come with this deck of cards, and I'm going to show you these in close-up on a camera right now. Okay, so here we go. The sun has just come out now, so it's a nice little spotlight here, but these are the butterfly cards. Just look at the quality of them. It's hard to explain how smooth these edges are. It's phenomenal. Yeah, I've never ever quite felt anything like this. Obviously Carta Monday have done a fantastic job. The cards fan amazingly. Ignore that, that's just chatter. Somebody on our website asking for help, which I will reply in a minute to. And yes, they just look and feel gorgeous. They almost stand up very well to the flick test as well, which is very, very good. The box is phenomenal. I mean, look inside there. Every little attention to detail. You get this card here, which will sit on top. On the other side, it tells you the exact system. But I'm just going to hold the cards like this without going into any detail. I'm just going to fan the cards out and show you them here. It's a phenomenal deck of cards that works really well. Let's have a look at the faces. You have the jokers, regular playing cards here, not bicycle, but for me it doesn't really matter. Just a regular deck of cards. I love the ace. When you first get this deck of cards, you want to keep it in the order it comes, then make sure you watch the video. But as for that, they handle just absolutely beautifully in every way. King of clubs. Oh, this one here. As you can see, the quality of the cards is phenomenal. You can tell the way they're fanning, but one thing I can't get across is how good they feel on the edges. They're amazing. Just the edges they're like ice, the most beautiful smooth ice that's just been zamboned at an ice rink, ready to go on ice skating. The most freshest flat ice that you could ever imagine. That is what the edges feel like, and I've never had that with a bicycle deck of cards. So that's why they're not printed on bicycle. Boom! And they are actually Carte Mundi, printed in Belgium, designed by Stefan Eriksson, developed in Czech Republic by Ondrej Psenicka, and yeah, the first edition. The box, everything is beautiful about this deck of cards, but let's go into the actual system of it. Without going into too many details, it's got a lot of systems built into this. One-way, two-way markings that not just tell you the directional, but also, and it works from a distance or close-up, but also it goes into the actual specific playing cards that you wish to find. You can very simply, by just holding the cards here and talking and using the correct presentation that he teaches, you can cut to any card that a spectator says. You can find a card that's been removed from the deck, and you can analyse very quickly and tell exactly what card has been removed from the deck. Now, as he teaches, you don't want to be looking at the cards all the time. They are tricked, but they are not tricked to the spectator. You have to just follow his tips. They're amazing. But as for the actual design of them, and the thinkings behind this is phenomenal. I can't imagine how long he has put, how many hours, how many years he's put into this product, and it shows. It shows in the video presentations, the tutorials, the actual product itself, right down to the packaging. Everything is phenomenal. Now, the price of this is £27.49, and before this came out, I thought that is a little bit high, but no, it's not. It really isn't. It's high if you want to do refills. You know, if you want to be using this deck of cards all the time, then perhaps, of course. If this is your regular deck of cards, all the time you're using it and it's going to get battered, then of course it's a lot of money to be replacing. But that's not what it's intended for. It's got some fantastic routines, fantastic system built into it, and the design, the flow of the cards, everything is phenomenal. They come in red and blue, just thought I'd let you know. I've got the blue version, I really like the blue version, I can't wait to see the red version, but for me, I think for some reason with this card, it's down to the colour of the blue, but it's all about the blues. Now, I think I've gone into pretty much everything. The other nice thing about it, when you open up the card, you also get one card that you align up with the deck, and that one card will tell you how to deal with the deck of cards. It's like a reminder card, and it's a fantastic little tool. You line it up, and I'm not going to give you everything, but one-way marking tells you the one-way center, two-way markings, and super marking systems, all built into it. And you just line it up, and the edges will do the magic as well of this card. It'll show you exactly what you need. So I don't want to say any more about this. The product speaks for itself. It is definitely, from what I can see, it's going to be one of the products of the year. We've already sold more of this than quite a lot of products in the last month, and that's before it's even released. Just so you know, this is probably the very first review of this product on the internet because it's not even released yet. It gets released next week. Now, we are doing a very special offer here at Magic World. If you buy this deck of cards at £27.49, we are throwing in one deck of Aquatica playing cards made by Christian Schenk, Card Shark, and the USPCC. Beautiful quality cards for free. So we can't get any better than that. You're going to buy that, you get that for free. £27.49, you're getting £8.50 worth of cards extra for free as well. So it's a bonus, and it's a win-win. But as for this, I think you're going to love it. I would recommend getting one, two, I'd get a few packs. A lot of people have already bought a few because they're already practically sold out, I think, in America from the wholesalers, and that's the first edition gone. You might want to get one, keep it sealed, and put it on the shelf, and it might be worth a lot of money in the future. Who knows? But for me, I'm going to give it a rating out of 10, and this is another whopping 10 out of 10. I don't know why my voice went higher, I was building up the suspense. 10 out of 10 for the Butterfly deck by Ondrej. I think it really is a phenomenal deck of cards. Now, let's just go into difficulty here before we just finish the review. I would say for difficulty level, I would say not a total beginner in Magic, where a total beginner can still work out the cards quite easily. I would say that the presentation and the skill, you need to be a slightly more skilled magician, a skilled performer, should I say, so not necessarily a magician, but a skilled performer to understand the concepts of it and to get it right. But I would say beginner, late beginner to intermediate and advanced, this absolutely rocks for. And although I was cutting the cards quite accurately before getting used to where the cards are, I have to sit down and spend a good few hours for a couple of days, for a good few days, just to get myself comfortable with the deck. Then probably spend another goodness knows how many hours to get it absolutely ready to perform in front of people. But it's got tons of routines. He teaches those routines very well. It's got tons of systems built into it. So it's an all-in-one deck of cards. There we go. 10 out of 10 for the Butterfly deck. And go and get yourself one right now. They're on our website in the Show More section and in the cards at the top of this YouTube channel. So that is the end. I want to thank everyone who entered the massive competition we had a couple of weeks ago, and for that, all the prizes, bar maybe 5 I think, have now been sent out. We're just catching up with the last few, so your prizes are on your way to you. And please do click subscribe at the bottom of this YouTube channel if you liked our review of the Butterfly deck. If you've seen this before yourself, leave a comment and let us know what you think of this deck of cards. And same with any of the products that we've had today in this review. Let us know your thoughts of these products, because we do our best, to be honest, but it's always great to hear other people's feedback as well, or constructive feedback. So that's the end of this week's review show. I will see you next week. From myself, James Anthony, have a great day. Bye-bye. We're about to start this week's Magic World Review show. Can't get rid of that beeping in the background though. It's still going.